particular scripture resonates with the powerful presence of providence as it asserts itself in the midst of the struggles of a people who have claimed to be the children of God. These people have constantly gathered under the name of God to foster a future that was built on the foundation of the knowledge that God used them to communicate God's vision for the world. It's a mighty arrogant claim, mighty presumptuous. How do you, among all peoples, claim to be the vehicles for the expression of God's Spirit? God's vision is so wide that it can scarcely be contained on earth. Howard Thurman, the great prophetic mystic, said you can go to the Atlantic Ocean, you can dip your cup in the Atlantic Ocean. It may be full of the Atlantic Ocean. It ain't all the Atlantic Ocean. You can be full of truth. Everything you say is true. It still ain't all the truth, because you ain't that big. You might be Chaucer speaking poetic, intense lyrics that lash at literacy's seashore, but Shakespeare speaks too. You might be Alfred Lord Tennyson, but the great Yeats speaks as well. You might be Langston Hughes, knowing deep rivers, but Gwendolyn Brooks speaks too. We real cool. You might be Biggie. Back in the days, our parents used to take care of us. Look at them now, they're even scared of us. Calling the city for help because they can't maintain. Darn, things done change. But Jay-Z speaks too. Now all my teachers couldn't reach me, and my mama couldn't beat me hard enough to match the pain of my pop not seeing me. So with that disdain in my membrane, got on my hustle game. Forget the world, my defense came. You might be Lauryn Hill, but Brad Jordan, better known as Scarface, speaks to. On my block, where trauma and transformation company. So as good as you are, and as smart as you are, and as well informed as you are, and as well read as you are, as spiritual as you are, you ain't the only one. That's critical, because some people have the disease of assuming that their way is the only way. Their knowledge, the only knowledge. Their insight, the only insight. Their vision, the only vision. And so the word constantly wars against the presumption that you possess an exclusive copyright on what God says. Because one prophet said one thing, and then God inspired another prophet to say something else. Moses spoke, but Aaron extended his arm too. When we look at the entire range and register of our religious tradition, we see that God continually speaks, because God is still alive. We do not worship an inanimate deity that doesn't possess personality, vision, and vigor. When you close the Bible, you have not closed God's mind or mouth. Because the God we worship is alive, in whom we move, live, and have our being. And And so this temptation toward the belief that we are somehow the only one has messed up a whole bunch of people. Even God, having chosen the children of Israel, had to cool them out too. Dr. King said, God said, I'll rise up and break the backbone of your power if you forget where you got it from. Because you think because you're the vehicle, you're also the origin. You're not the source, you just the sufficient expression. I got more people with more stuff to say. If you don't know how to do it, I got somebody else lined up to say it. And so, as great as Michael Jordan was, basketball had to go on. Kobe Bryant had to rise up. Then after